and welcome to Diriyah for qualifying here in the second round of the ABB Formula E Championship. Group 1 is about to get underway, no cars out on track yet. We got last race winner, Antonio Felix Costa, Eduardo Mortara podium sister, and a lot of other drivers in this first group. It's not very stacked. A lot of the drivers that were qualified well in Mexico City are in the other group, so we'll see. Probably some surprise group or duels appearances from some drivers. This is Sergio Sette camera in the Neo V3, but it's actually an ERT car due to the new team name for 2024. You can see how tight the track is through the middle sector.
Just warming up those tyres, just making sure they're in the operating window.
Really slidey through that section. Maybe on purpose, we'll see only flying up if he has the same issues. It looks like he's pushing pretty hard. Whereas it's not night yet, we've got a night, the race is at night later, but not night yet, we're still pretty early in the day. We're in Diriyah. Okay, round 2, the starting line. This is where everything will start, but it's not the start finish line. Into turn 18 and turn 19, the chicane, which will probably be the biggest overtaking opportunity of the race. Attack mode there, what we used today. Okay, here we go. Takes for a lap with Sergio Sette camera. Big slide actually, at the final corner. You can see the big high bump there into the corner. Take it very slowly indeed. Got track evolution, remember, for later in the session, so it'll be pretty slow lap times for now. Sliding through this section, there's a big tyre mark there. I don't know what happened. Someone may have had a bit of a moment. So. Sorry about that. So, purple first sector for Robin Frantz at 30.3, 1.5 seconds quicker than Sergio Sette camera. That is a big advantage for the Envision racing car. Jay Andaruva is the purple last sector. Sasha Fenestrad has the purple middle.
I think Robin Frantz might get
oh, that's wide.
on top of this one.
Very wide, and almost into the wall goes Frantz. Remember, track evolution. We've still got 4 minutes left. Frantz purple middle sector as well. Division maybe the quickest car in the session. Costa got pole last weekend. No purple sector so far. He's on it. He's 4 tenths off Frantz in the first sector and 6 in the middle. Not the best lap. Across the line, 27.2 for Sergio Sette camera. Robin Frantz goes 4 seconds quicker. Big advantage. Max Günther across the line goes 1.4 seconds off Frantz. That is
the track is speeding up then.
Pascal Wehrlein goes 3rd. What can Antonio Felix Costa goes just ahead of his teammate. Here comes that's not set to camera. Mortara goes into 2nd. Here comes Norman Nato. Didn't get through. He was down in like 20th place in qualifying last weekend, up in 4th place. Top 4 through to the duels. Remember, so both Porsches at the moment are out. There goes Nico Muller into the top 4. Jay Handaruvla, last place qualifier in the last race in Mexico City. Across the line comes Jay Handaruvla. Into the duels at the moment. Sam Bird didn't get through to the duels either last weekend. Only one driver, I believe, in this group got through to the duels, which was, as you know, 3. Only 3 got through to the duels last weekend. Antonio Felix Costa, Pascal Wehrlein, and Sasha Fenestrad. Bird goes just outside the duels. This is a big field spread, as Sergio Sette camera not finding pace. Because already, look at how close Robin Frantz is. Yeah, the pace in that ERT car was not very quick. We'll see what Dan Tickton can do next round. There goes Frantz to the inside of Sette camera, looking for the move. That was very close to contact. You see the big time marks through there for a few cars. Yeah, that Neo's on, that ERT's on rails. 2 minutes 25 to go. Who have Mortara and Gunther have both opted to go for another set of tyres. Still, the Envision of France stuck behind the ERT. We have no practice session this weekend, so these drivers not have any experience around this track, so that may be why Zete Camera is a bit off the pace. He did improve by about 2 seconds last time, he's still 2 seconds off the rest. He'll surely start last here for the race. Yeah, you can see just how bad that Neo looks, especially on power. France still unable to get past. Pit lane's just about coming up. A big slide for France. Pascal Wehrlein, can he get himself into the duels? No, he gets first purple last sector off by 0.05 of a second. What can Norman Nato do? He looked on a very good lap actually. About half a second off on Pascal Wehrlein. Look at it, as quick as Robin Freitz has been all session. Around the final corner, here comes Nato across the line, goes second quickest, and 600th off Robin Freitz. Maybe the pace is improving, and maybe Freitz is not safe, as there is improvement through the whole grid, as even Sergio Sete Camera is setting improvements. Pascal Wehrlein improving. He's 6th at the moment, he's about 2 tenths to get through into the duels at the moment. Sliding through that section there, and also that car very dirty, you can see on the front line. It's now done onto the straight towards turn 18 and 19. That is very hard as you understeer wider and wider. Norman Nato purple in the first sector. Nato really has found the pace here. There is Norman Nato. Here comes Pascal Wehrlein. Is it enough to get through to the duels? Eduardo Mortara may be out to qualify here, if both Porsches improve. Wehrlein to the top. De Costa across the line. Out of qualifying. The pole sitter from last weekend, Antonio Felix Costa, is out. Nato comes into the final corner. No, that's the pit lane. Into the pit lane comes Norman Nato. That means Pascal Wehrlein, quickest in Group 1. Hello and welcome to Q2. The first car already out of track is Sebastian Buemi. Front row last weekend in Diriyah. In Mexico City, sorry, we're in Diriyah. Last weekend in Mexico City, Sebastian Buemi second on the grid. Mitch Evans didn't got through to the duels last weekend out on track. So did Nick de Vries and so did Jake Dennis. The 4 drivers that got through to the duels last weekend, all 4 are out on track. This is Sebastian Buemi. His teammate Robin France was second quickest in the first session in qualifying. So we'll see if he can continue that and make his vision maybe be one of the favourites to win the championship. We still don't know who can win the championship. We saw Porsche being quick and Vision over a bit of a race. Avalanche Andretti over a bit of the race and DS Penske for a bit of the race. But Penske still yet to score on the board. So Envision also yet to score. Wide goes Buemi, about to start a lap. Can he take us for a lap when he starts the lap into turn 21? Big slide. Very big. Into the final corner. Turn 21 to start his lap for Envision Racing.
Let's see.
Still Oliver Rowland yet to see. Oh, yeah. And Oliver Rowland and Dan Ticktum. Now Dan Ticktum only yet to see. Here is Sebastian Buemi. Oh, that's deep. That's deep. That's way deep. Through the middle sector. Sliding around. Maybe the track evolution isn't that big. There we go. Big tank slapper for Sebastian Buemi. Get Nick de Vries. P3 yesterday and last weekend. Going purple in the first sector. Purple in the middle sector is John-Eric Verne on his outlap. So maybe the DS Penske has that pace in the middle sector. Now Buemi takes that by not much. Same. A 21.2.1 for both Verne and Buemi. Mitch Evans doesn't have the best middle sector. Maybe that Jaguar doesn't have very good pace. It's only a 22.5. Buemi around turn 18 and 19. We turn 20. Flat out. To the final corner. Sebastian Buemi takes the line and gives a 23.5. What can Mitch Evans do in the Jaguar? 1.3 seconds off. De Vries goes top by about a tenth of a second. What can Jake Dennis do? Dennis not having the best of laps so far. 6 tenths off. De Vries 7 tenths in the end. Next is Jake Hughes in the Neon McLaren. Pole sitter in last season here at Diriyah in this exact race goes second quickest. A millisecond quicker than Sebastian Buemi. Stoffel Van Dorn. Next car to cross the line. He's going through 18 and 19. Into the final corner. Very slow speed, 90-degree right hander. Cuts the timing beam, goes 4th fastest. Verne now to the final corner. Purple in the middle sector. Improved. He's matching as he goes to the top of the timesheets. John-Eric Verne for DS Penske. Maybe they have the pace to take it to other teams. This is Lucas de Grassi. This is first we'll go with Sebastian Buemi as he is on a good lap. So is Nick de Vries. We saw this in the first qualifying session. We saw Robin France had class of the field. Now Nick de Vries maybe be in the class of the field. Buemi goes second. This is the top 4 within half a tenth of a second. Now de Vries goes quickest by 3 tenths of a second. Cassidy now in the Jaguar.
Ooh, very close to the barrier there.
Yeah, the big
That's
slide.
not what you want to do.
You understeer and oversteer for the Jaguar. As go around turn 18, 19. That will be where the race will start. It will start at turn 18 and 19. It will not start at the timing beam round turn 21, which is coming up as he comes into the pit lane, actually.
Ooh, he collides with the inside barrier there.
We saw Nato crashing into the wall here. There we go. There we see again.
Oh!
Big hit. And then another big hit. The suspension looks fine. We can Jake Hughes do. Vern goes to second. This is close. Closer than yet the Group 1. Right now it's the Freeze, Vern, Hughes and Buemi. Through into Group 2. Into Jules, sorry. Roland now. This is Stoffel Van Dorn. 2 minutes on the clock. So, Cassidy and Evans, both Jaguars, opted to go for a new set of tyres. Or will they stay in the pit lane like, who was it? I think it was Vern. Let's firstly go look at Vern. That's the first sub-22 in the middle sector we've seen today. John-Eric Vern may be a tip for pole position here, as he looked very quick around the streets of Diriyah. By the way, Cassidy is out of qualifying. So is Mitch Evans. It is now too late to come out of the pit lane. And now you can't start your flying lap. Vern round the final corner. Touch the time being goes quickest by 400ths of a second. What can Dan Tickton do? Both Jaguars out of the duels. Dan Tickton. This is the fastest part of the track. The highest speed you'll get to is down here into turn 18. You can see the car sliding. While she's trying to get on the throttle through turns 1 2 years. Dan Tickton maybe out to qualify. He's got one more run. Nick Cassidy is now out. Sebastian Buemi is living right on the edge here. Stoffel Van Dorn could knock him out. He is right now through by 300ths of a second to Nick Cassidy, who's also in the pit lane. So 3 drivers opted to stay in the pit lane. Jake Hughes as well. This is John-Eric Vern. Will he come into the pit lane? Nick de Vries going quickest. That Mahindra looks quick in the hands of de Vries. Both Mahindras through into the duels at the moment. For the first time since season 3 at Berlin, where Felix Rosenquist won and got a P2 for first time they got through to the Super Pole / duels, because it was Super Pole at that time. The first time they got through to the next round of quality after the groups. Across the line goes, or across to the final corner goes Nick de Vries. Out of qualifying, Mitch Evans. Stoffel Van Dorn out. Nick Cassidy out. And Sebastian Buemi. Jake Hughes also coming into pit lane. De Vries comes into pit lane, hits the barriers. There. A touch of the barriers. These drivers struggling to make it around the pit lane. Oh, that's big. That's a big hit. What can Dan Tickton get through? And Jake Dennis is out of qualifying. Jake Dennis, winner, world champion, the champion from last season. Jake Dennis out of qualifying for Avalanche Andretti. We've had some big surprises here in Diriyah. Nick Cassidy, Stoffel Van Dorn, Dan Tickton, Jake Dennis, Oliver Rowland, Mitch Evans, and Lucas deGrassi all missed the cut. John Vern going for it, still finishing his lap. Not improving, about 4 attempts off de Vries. Round the final corner goes John Vern. That is it for Group 2. The first duel, if I'm going to check now, I believe it's Pascal Wehrlein versus another driver. I don't know who that is. It's Pascal Wehrlein versus Eduardo Mortara. I'm pretty sure. So Wehrlein versus Mortara is the first duel.
Something I noticed was
the two impatient drivers were using each other's liveries.
It was actually two Porsches in each other's liveries just because lack of skins, sadly.
Where's this action, people?
Yeah, so welcome back to Diriyah. Pascal Wehrlein will be versing Eduardo Mortara in the first duel here in Diriyah. I believe the next session will be the Formula 3 sprint race we will have. So that's going to be the next port of call in about half an hour time. If we can get it done in half an hour is the question. So, Mortara versus Wehrlein. Who do you think is going to win this duel? Wehrlein or Mortara?
I have a feeling that Mortara.
Yeah, Mortara did get through to the duels last weekend. Pascal Wehrlein did not get through to the duels last weekend. Wehrlein coming out first. It'll be Wehrlein, then Mortara. This is... Oh, wall. Hit the wall for Wehrlein. Again, Mortara is coming out on track now, so both drivers out on track now. That was a bit of less of a tap for Mortara. And also crossing the pit lane line, both drivers. But we'll see if that will come a factor in the main race later today. Here we go through this middle sector on its out lap. Very big slides, I'm seeing. Down to counter steer a lot and use the over rotation oversteer to turn the car. I think the low grip here at the track is really affecting the drivers. You remember, the track is only used for Formula E, so, and it's normally just for normal cars, so keep that in mind that the track is not rubbed in.
It's also middle of a desert, which doesn't quite help for dust.
So here comes Pascal Wehrlein around the final corner to start his lap. Big slide at the final corner. Up onto the hill into turn 1, there's a big bump. If you go up into turn 1, wide, that's too wide. Oh, deep.
It's still not spinning for me.
So Wehrlein sliding his way.
A lot of over rotation in that previous corner.
I've seen a lot of the drivers struggling through, I believe, the next corner, or after this corner, the right-hander onto the straight towards 18. I believe this corner coming up. Yeah, you can see the drivers struggling, because it tightens up very much to the exit of the corner. You can see them understeering wide, and have to put a little bit extra steering lock. Mortara, though, 3 temps down on Wehrlein through the first sector. Has Wehrlein got this in the bag into the chicane?
We'll see on the next few laps. Corners.
Remember, it's only 1 lap here in
Diriyah
for the duels. He's about 7 tenths down Mortara not having the best laps here as Verline goes to touch the timing bean and goes set to 22.9. Here comes Eduardo Mortara.
What can they do?
The Mahindra driver.
Rounding the final corner.
Didn't get through.
What's it gonna be?
Didn't get through to the duels last weekend and is 1.2 seconds off. It is Verline through against Eduardo Mortara.
Remember to stream this time, please. Okay, I have
welcome back to Diriyah. It is first. Who will be the first car on track? You can't hear any cars, so they're both in the pit lane still. Brian, who will come out first? We saw Verline coming out first and going quicker, so we'll see if the same pattern happens again. We saw a pattern last weekend in Mexico City where the first car was quickest a lot of the time. I think only 2 or 3 out of the 7 duels they had. The second car being quicker. So maybe whoever comes out first has a better advantage, which I would say normally the second car would have the advantage. It could just be normal driver's pace, but you just don't know. That's the thing. It could just be like, maybe, don't know, driver's pace probably. Can't blame track evolution.
Just waiting for these drivers to get out on track.
I think they're waiting. They have to come up before the end of the session and they can't impede. So I think they're both waiting. They want to go out second. We'll see who blinks first. I think it's about 2 minutes 30 though. Okay, there we go. Norman Nato going out on track in the Andretti. He's even struggling out the pit lane now, even. You can see the low grip surface here in Diriyah. That really steering into that corner.
Almost collided the inside there.
We'll see that one's flying at, but I didn't see anything untoward. Frank's going out on track as well. We'll keep up at the top so you can see all the timing, and also you can see the track at the bottom. So the gap is 8.7 seconds between them. France is the favourite, and he did out-qualify him in the groups. France didn't out-qualify him in Norman Nato in Mexico, so it's pretty much even Steven. 22-0 in the middle set. That isn't bad middle set, so that's a 10th on the best we've seen. And matching France. So Nato starts his lap. Can you take us through the lap with the Andretti?
I'll sure give it a go. Round in the final corner. Very important you get a good exit from that corner, which it looks like you did. Of course, it leads to this straight here, or over that bump, and very wide out of the exit there, getting a lot of understeer. Of course, this low grip and a little bit of oversteer on this corner. Through the left-hander, these corners are very swoopy, is how I would describe them. Very flowing and very long, which puts a bit of strain on the neck, but Nato seems to be doing fine through these corners.
2 steps up on Robin France in the first sector.
Still with an 8-second gap.
Oh, big lockup.
Not much.
Lockup. Big lockup. There's a big lockup for Norman Nato there. Maybe that means France can improve, though. He's matching him in the middle sector.
Currently, Nato is on the faster lap, but Rines seems to be getting faster. So, all down to this final sector, this final corner for Nato. Can he get the faster lap? We will see. A 30.9. What can Rines do?
23.4, that isn't the best. France through the final corner. No, lost 2 seconds in the final sector. Norman Nato through to the next round of the duels. Hello and welcome back to Diriyah. Qualifying's about to get underway, and we are underway for qualifying here. Who will come out first? This is the third of the 4 quarterfinals. We got John-Eric Verne versus Jake Hughes next. We saw that last weekend in Mexico City. We've seen 2 of the same duels in 2 race weekends. We saw Jake Hughes coming out on top in a big surprise, beating John-Eric Verne out. So will it have the same outcome, or will it have a different outcome? We'll see. Or not even have an outcome.
Which driver is going to exit first?
We saw about a minute and a half before the first car came out in both of the first 2 duels. Maybe we see the same thing again.
These drivers just wanting to exit second.
We saw the second driver being slower both times so far. So this is about the time everyone's gone out. We'll see if that persists. Yes, it will.
Oh, there goes
Bonnie. As you can see, very slidey at the exit of the pit lane. Just trying to warm up the tyres. Wide. The bit of marbles on your tyres is not really the best idea, so. I think we'll see the lap times tumble during the semi-finals, and then it'll tumble even more for the final. We've seen basically the same laps for the quarter-final so far. We've seen about half a second between them. the first two duel winners.
And let's see how far behind Nick is.
16 seconds. A bit bigger than the last gap. 22-0 is in a bad middle sector, but a bit deep. And them all these drivers really struggling through that turn 17 onto the straight into the chicane. Best overtaking spot, I'd say. De Vries 10th down. We saw De Vries being the class of the field in the second group by about 2-3 tenths until Verne improved at the end. Across the line goes Buemi. Buemi starts his lap. Here we go. On board with Sebastian Buemi.
Hitting that inside bump.
Yeah, that wall sticking out there. You can see that. De Vries about 3 tenths down on that lap in the final two sectors. Can he gain that in the first two? We'll see.
Possibly.
I don't. Yeah, 30.2 is not a bad first sector, to be fair, but we'll see. So through the middle sector, Vries 2 tenths down in the first sector. When we
On to the start straight.
Not the finish straight, but yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, different start finish straight. This will be where the race starts. The 5 red lights will go out there later today and tomorrow as well.
Past the attack. It's not being used this session.
Yeah, they already have it.
In
So
the race.
250 kilowatts of power they have right now. 350. That is a 22 lap. That is a bad lap. De Vries 4 tenths down. I don't think he's going to get 4 tenths in the last sector.
No, I don't think he can either.
Both Mahindras out of qualifying if it stays as it is. He loses 3 tenths in the last sector actually. That is the third duel.
7 slower.
That's the third duel done. The next, it'll be John Verne versus Jake Hughes next. Hello and welcome back to Diriyah. Jake Hughes versus John Eric Verne. These guys have met last weekend in Mexico City, where Jake Hughes prevailed over John Eric Verne. But that DS Penske is really quick. We saw in the Group 2 session. His teammate Stoffel Van Dorn didn't get through, but John Eric Verne got through to the duels. We'll see if we have to wait a minute and a half. We'll get our predictions in first. Mine's John Verne.
Oh yeah, mine's also Verne.
Yeah, I'm definitely not biased because I am a John Verne fan. So, but seriously, I think he will do it because he has had brilliant pace this weekend. So De Vries though, De Vries had brilliant pace in the first group and then just lost it. Oh, so we can see the pace is not converting to the duels for some drivers. And we'll see if they convert to the race for some drivers, maybe.
Stream's not up.
No one out on track yet. Still got... This should come out any second now. Yes, John Verne is the first car on track. And they both come out, actually that's pretty close together actually. You see Hughes coming out now, all the way Wall. We've got the times in the top, if you want to keep an eye on the timing. We've got the track in the bottom. Choose what you want to see. Or maybe even both if you multitask. So we'll see the gap in a few seconds. 102 seconds after the session started, Vern finishes the first sector. And the gap is 6 seconds. That's the closest we've had.
These cars seem very twitchy.
Yeah, we saw in Mexico City, these cars are just twitchy as hell. Yeah, maybe because of 300 kilowatts of power we have. Or 350 kilowatts of power.
Ooh, that was the closest I've seen to that barrier.
Verton attempt quicker in the middle sector. Every duel we've had today, the first car to go out on track has been the quickest. Verton crosses the line to start his lap. Here we go. Bit wide there for Vern. Widest I've seen. Vern 3 temps up in the second 2 sectors, like the Freeze.
Those tire marks are back on that corner. The driver's obviously pushing on the exit.
This is one of the only corners with other curves than what we have through these corners. Which we have the 30.3 out isn't good. That is not good first sector. That's 3 temps off what you can do. But a temp still up on JQs. Vern may have got away with this, as that wasn't a good first sector.
On to the starting straight, not the finish straight.
Huge 2 temps down. Now we've got 3 temp advantage. I don't think he'll gain that in the last sector.
We will see. We will see. Not into the pits, understandably.
If he came in the pit lane, it would have been a farce. Across the line, as Vern, that is a 23.0. That's a very good final sector, to be fair.
We will see what happens, and it's...
Yeah, 6 temps down. Jonathan Vern advances to the semi-finals. Hello, welcome back to the duels here in Diriyah. Helmet cam with Norman Nato. Not coming out on track yet. We'll hear when the cars go out on track. Even though they are electric, you can hear them. Got the full course yellow button.
Electric. Wow.
Electric does make noise, unlike common perception. You see the buttons then, so. So, 3 duels to go. Oh! Didn't expect that. As Norman Nato goes out ahead of Fascal Airline.
Well, I was waiting a long time.
The helmet cam with Norman Nato.
Oh, you weren't kidding.
I weren't kidding about helmet cam. We have also a few other cameras. We have that. You can hear his head bobbling around. That, which is pointless. That, which is also pointless. We have that. Chase cam, worst on board. Front wing cam, then helmet. There, there's all the cameras, camera walkthrough.
And Berlin has finally left the pits. 2 sectors behind.
Yep. Well, this is the biggest gap we've seen between 2 drivers so far. As Nato just is coming into turn 18.
Whoa. That is a big gap. Was that like 30 seconds?
Yeah, 35 seconds. Biggest we've seen so far was about 20. Cross the line. Norman Nato starting slap. We're probably seeing a whole sector from Pascal Wehrlein.
Pretty nice corner. Kinda. That was George judging the oversteer. These cars get such a pickup, these massive electric motors. These drivers are fighting every exit.
Nato are 0.1 in the first sector. What can Wehrlein do? See what he can do in a few seconds. You can tell how annoying the big gaps are. You've got now 2 seconds ahead now is Norman Nato.
I don't think Wehrlein's had a good lap. What's happened with Wehrlein?
Wehrlein.
We will see.
Just going through there, he's 10th down.
Wehrlein might make that up, but we'll have to see. And so, yeah, entering the final corner now is Nato. And across the timing beam, and it's a 1:23, not the fastest lap we've seen.
Yeah, we've seen sub 22s, but guess who gained 2 tenths in the middle sector? Pascal Wehrlein. 2 tenths in the middle sector for Wehrlein. Maybe he has gained the time.
It's getting exciting.
We haven't really seen the exciting duel so far. We are now having an exciting duel. Wehrlein. Round the final corner, 10th up at the moment. Can he sustain that gap?
Across the line it is.
Yes.
He's done it.
Wehrlein through into the final.
You know what you need to get? You need to get the
Hello, welcome back to Diriyah. We had a very entertaining and very dramatic duel between Wehrlein and Nato just about a minute or 2 ago. We got now a big duel session. Two champions, season 2 champion Sebastian Buemi, a 2-time champion, the only in Formula E history, season 4 and 5 champion John Verne. This is the first time this season we've had, or actually no, the second time we had Da Costa versus Buemi as well. But this is the second time we've seen 2 champions against each other. We saw, Da Costa, a season 6 champion, and Buemi, as I said, season 2 champion last weekend. Now Verne, 2-time champion for DS Cheetah. DS Cheetah not in Formula E anymore for the 2nd season in a row. So
no, they're DS Penske, aren't they?
Yeah, DS Penske was Dragon Penske last season. DS Cheetah didn't get replaced by anyone, really. But Vision have been in since the opening season. They were in Vision Virgin Racing at one point. Now they're in Vision Racing with no Virgin in it. As Buemi's first car on track.
Green. Remy close behind. Or Vern just behind. Oh, no.
But not who came out of the pit lane yet. We may see a big gap again. And I think we will see a big gap again. And I think we are seeing a big gap again.
Well, let's just have a look. Oh, as Vern exits the pits, and well, let's just see how Remy does the exit the second sector. Is he going to slide out like everyone has so far?
Little slide,
Yes.
he just understeers. Into turn 18. The gap is 35 seconds again.
Again.
A big gap for the second duel in a row. Maybe we will see drama. Will our predictions of John Eric Verne into the final come true as for where he crosses the line to start his lap?
Is this the semi-finals?
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Verne quicker by about, not by much to be fair, only by hundredths of a second. So right now, so it's going to be Verline versus one of these two.
I can't tell because these times seem about the same.
Yeah, so for Emmy, 30.2, that isn't the best sector we've seen.
No, but it might just hold Vern off. We've seen a lot of strong drivers do fainter laps today.
Yeah, Verline only just got through. He had and John O'Verde against JQs. They both had stinkers of laps and got through. Buemi's at the 22.0 in the middle sector. That looked pretty awful through that corner. Through turn 17 to turn 18 now. Final chicane to the penultimate braking zone of the lap. Vern 2 tenths off in the first sector. Buemi across the line. 22.8. That is a brilliant lap from Sebastian Buemi. That's the quickest we've seen in the duels. Vern takes it round. He's 4 tenths off. Sebastian Buemi.
Oh, I don't think he's going to get this.
But looks like it'll be Verline versus Buemi. Vern will start in third. You've got to gain 4 attempts in this final corner, John Eric Verne. Never got a pole here. That'll stay that way.
Oh.
Buemi beats Verne. It's Verline versus Buemi in the final. Hello and welcome
Even
back.
if it
Shut up. Hello and welcome back to Diriyah. Pascal Verline already out on track. This is the earliest we've seen a driver come out on track so far in this session.
It might be a few minutes until we see the other driver.
Yeah, maybe. Buemi's still in the pit lane. Pascal Wehrlein for Porsche. Tag Heuer Porsche. They got a pole in Mexico City. Can they get 2 poles in a row? It looks like they may do, because he has a sensational pace this weekend. And that, oh, by the way, that's only about 10 seconds off what we normally have. So he literally came out 10 seconds after it started. That's the okay. We may see a bit of an issue here. Buemi's there in the pit lane, and yeah, we may see a bit of traffic here. I'm worried here, actually. If Buemi
It's fine.
If Buemi holds up Wehrlein, it's gonna be mad. It's gonna be controversy.
And that's fine. Wait.
Cross him up, we're probably going to do it again.
Yeah, because this is what this happened in the final last weekend. Okay, it's fine. I think it's fine.
Yeah, that's fine now.
Okay, it's gonna be a lap behind is the only issue. Okay.
There we go.
Finally! Took about a lap, but here we go. Okay, Wehrlein going for a lap. Pascal Wehrlein in the Porsche. How does it look? Okay. Now, when you commentated last weekend, you know how slide these cars are. That is not a good first sector, though. The gap is 90 seconds. Didn't expect to see that today. Okay. Here comes Wehrlein. We'll see both drivers laps in full, which I didn't expect. Remember, we'll have to note down who does the lap. So, Buemi a 10th down.
What time?
Yeah, that is not the best of laps so far from Pascal Wehrlein, but he did scrape through the last 2 finals. Or last 2.
Around the final corner, what are we gonna get?
23-4.
Say 123.
Okay, let me save that lap time, so we know, because he's going to do another lap.
Yeah, because we can't really stop that. Okay, Buemi. Seb Buemi. What can he do?
I think it's going to be Buemi.
By the way, for the second week in a row, we have a Porsche and Buemi. We had the Costa and Buemi last weekend, and we're now in Wehrlein and Buemi. So basically, it's going to be Porsche versus Envision this season, I think.
Yes.
After this, remember, we will have the Formula 3 sprint race. Ollie Gerfer, penalty 10 place grid penalty after getting pole position. That means Arvid Lindblad is first Formula 3 race will be pole, but Wehrlein, Buemi, a 10th down, I think that is, on what his time was. A confirmation.
I didn't know down the sector times, but I know it's down the lap.
Okay, 2 temps down. This is gonna be close. I have a feeling because Buemi gained 2 temps in the final sector last lap.
Well, he's caught up Wehrlein, so unless Wehrlein's coming in.
No, I've saved Wehrlein's lap, don't worry.
Wehrlein doesn't improve. It won't matter if he's improving. Buemi across the line? No!
Oh,
Is it
Pascal
Pascal
Wehrlein
Wehrlein?
on pole.
Wehrlein gets pole in Diriyah for the first race.
It's not the first race.
It's 2 races this weekend, so I'm saying the first race of the week. First race of the weekend, let's say.
Yeah, okay.
Let's
Oh
call
my
it.
god. What have I just done?
Okay, see you later. Okay. Now we've got to go Formula 3. Formula 3. We've got to do that now. Okay, maybe it's up the stream.